We got a few people in here. Jesus Christ. That's a disaster. Why is it so loose? I don't fucking know. Probably because I fuck with it too much. I don't know. Alright. So, we got a few people in here. Who we got in here? We got a few people. So, you saw the thumbnail, I'm sure, but I'll go ahead and show close-ups of this stuff. Got I don't know, it's from Asahi. I'm sure you've heard of Asahi Super Dry. But they make other stuff besides beer. So we got some, like, cocktails, I guess. Cocktail partner. And these are very low percentage. It's only 3%. But this looks interesting, I guess. They're all 3% except for this one. This gin and tonic, which is 5%. Yeah, so I got 6 of them. We got gin and tonic, which I've never had gin before. I don't know why. I've been meaning to grab a bottle of some of that, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I've made my own screwdrivers before, like homemade screwdrivers. So I'm sure that'll be good. These are very cheap, about 100 yen. Actually less than 100 yen. So less than $1. We got a Cassius orange here. I really like that. I like to get that whenever I go out to a restaurant. I like to get a Cassius drink. We got grape and Chardonnay. We got peach, mango, and orange. That's gonna taste good. Hopefully these won't taste really shitty because sometimes things like this can taste really bad. Although the alcohol percentage is very low, and from what I can tell, when it's very low percentage, it tastes a lot better. But if it was like 9%, if it was like a chew high and it was like 9%, it would taste pretty bad. It would be cheap. It would get you drunk fast. But honestly, a lot of chew highs taste like cough syrup. Not all of them, just some of them. It's a mixed bag. And then this one right here, I've never had one of these drinks. I don't actually know what's in here. Salty dog. I apologize for the bright ass light. I gotta hold it back here. Yeah, I got a bright ass light in front of me. That's just how it is, though. I probably should have taken more time to set up the camera. Like, the camera that I have set up is for when the camera is much smaller, like the window is much smaller, and I have like a green screen, and I'm just at the bottom here. So now I'm full screen, and it doesn't look the way I want it to. Everything looks a little bright and washed out, I guess. The colors look kind of washed out, but whatever. Let's get to the point here. I'm not going to review these. Honestly, I'm tired of putting that in the title. Which one I want to try first? I'll go with screwdriver. Why not? Hopefully you got something with you. So let's drink together. Kanpai. For future reference, if you've never been here before, I'd prefer it if you had something to drink with you, preferably alcoholic, and we can drink together. Clink. That's really good. It's kind of high in calories though, but well, these aren't too bad. I mean, they're not exactly low, but they're a decent amount. It's not too bad. Yeah, but I'm gonna stop putting review on that. I put that in there because it's good as a search. It's like a buzzword for searching. You put review in something, you put taste test, you put first time, you put try, stuff like that. It's good. It's a good keywords. But as I said many times, if you look through my Drinking with Johnny playlist, I've said this so many times. Like, I'm not good at this shit. I'm not. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, this is a 20-year and it's been aged in whatever, some kind of oak. I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't care. Like, that's great if you're into that kind of stuff. If you're one of those people that are like professional, like whiskey drinkers, whatever the fuck that means. Like, you know all that stuff. I don't know. It seems kind of silly to me. It's a little bit this. So I just generally do this as an excuse to just drink. I just drink and I just be like, yeah, I like this. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, this has a very earthy tone. I don't even know what earthy means. I've heard it. I've heard people say it. I don't know what the fuck that means. What, it tastes like dirt or something? It's like when people say, oh man, this beer tastes like piss. Why do people say that? I have no idea. I saw something about like this like craft brewery, and they got like a lot of backlash from like conservatives over like a Black Lives Matter post that they made or something, which I don't want to like get into like politics or anything like that because I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm not really into that. I'm sort of like in the middle. Like, I think both sides have good points at different times, but then at the same time, both sides have extremists, and both sides have great examples of absolute fucking morons. So yeah, so you always see people going like, oh, that's what those damn libtards do, or oh, that's what them damn Dems do, or and then you got people on the left side go like, oh, that's what them damn Trump tards do, oh, that's what them damn Republicans do. It's like, you all do dumb shit. You all say and do dumb shit. So can you all just be a little bit more decent? But anyway, a bunch of like people like didn't like the post that they made about that, and they decided like, we're gonna boycott this brewery, and we're trying to like make some stupid petition to like get them shut down, which is fucking ridiculous. You can't shut down a company just because they have a different like opinion or like belief than you. Like, that's fucking so stupid. You can choose not to like use their service or their product anymore, but and it's not just the left that does the cancel culture. Plenty of there's an example of people on the right side of politics trying to cancel a company because they're offended uh, by something so fucking dumb. I don't give a fuck. Because apparently they wanted to like donate some of their funds to like Black Lives Matter, which I'm not gonna give my opinion on that. But honestly, at the end of the day, if their beer is really good, and yeah, if it's good, then I'll drink it. I mean, I'm not gonna drink it because it's like a craft brewery in America, so I wouldn't be able to get my hands on that anyway. But if it was in my area and it was good, then yeah, sure. I mean, keep the politics out of it. I'm just here to drink the beer and have a good time. And that's what people need more of, is just drink some beer and shut the fuck up and have a good time. Everybody needs to chill the fuck out. Anyways, like, you see like a bunch of angry white dudes going like, oh, I'm never drinking this horse piss again. So you were okay with drinking horse piss before? Like, you really walked right into that one. You have a lot of experience drinking horse piss, do you? It's absolutely absurd. It's like, either you were okay with drinking that horse piss tasting beer before, and now you're not going to put up with it anymore because you don't like their politics, or you're completely lying about it and the beer tastes great and you like it, but you're just being a little bitch about it. And it's just so stupid. And you see the same people like they go on every single. I was on the Instagram for that brewery, and I looked at some of the recent posts that they made, pictures, and like the last 3 pictures that I looked at, the same people commenting over and over, like the same bullshit. It's like, don't you have somewhere to be? Don't you have like a wife or kids or job or something or hobbies? Some TV show to catch up on. I don't know. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, like the crazy part is how much time people spend on that shit. It's like absurd. Like, here's how I do it. I'm almost done with this one. And I'll admit, I could do a whole lot better. Like, honestly, no one should be arguing with anybody on the internet. You know, I always laugh when people say like things like, "Oh, you lose the argument," or "Oh, I'm winning." Congratulations, you're winning an internet argument with some random person you'll never meet. And most of the time, most people have like anonymous spam account profiles anyway, and you don't even know what they look like or who they are, or anything about them other than what they're telling you in that moment. And people make judgment like of who that person's entire existence is based on a couple comments. But yeah, like people will like I'll leave a comment and then like someone will like reply to it like in less than a minute. And this is so crazy. Like when I leave a comment or a reply to something, I don't sit there and like look at my phone and just wait and be like, "Oh man, let me refresh it. Let me refresh it and make sure they haven't responded yet." There's got to be people doing that because like, and I get there's like pop-up notifications on your phone, but even then, like, if you sat there and like responded immediately every time someone responded to you, you'd never get anything done. You'd never do anything else. And I think that's what a lot of these people do. They just live on the internet. Like, social media, you know, is great for a lot of things. Let me open up another one of these. Let's do grape and Chardonnay. I'm gonna go with like, well, I started with screwdrivers. I really like that one, but now I'm gonna like save some of the better ones for later. Like I feel like I like the Cassius and the Salty Dog. I've never had Salty Dog, but I have high hopes for it. The peach and mango and orange, I'll save that for later. But grape and Chardonnay, I don't know. I've had a lot of these, so I'll just drink that now. Anyway, honestly, I don't even know why I called this video "Drinking Different Cocktails." That's the title, but honestly, I was planning on just free form talking about whatever came to mind. Hopefully, you're okay with that. And I'm gonna forget what I'm talking about the more I drink. I get distracted pretty easily and change subjects, so meh. Yeah, so like I'll leave a comment or I'll reply to somebody, and before I can even like close the fucking app, like I'm already getting a response. I'm already getting like some big ass fucking like textbook. And it's like full of like horrible spelling and horrible grammar, and of course they like to use the excuse of like, "This ain't school. This is the internet. You grammar Nazi." I'm like, okay, you know, that's great. I understand we make mistakes, we make spelling and grammar errors, or sometimes we're lazy. But at a certain point where you just like you type something and it's just completely just like not legible, it's just like, what the fuck are you even trying to say? Like, get your shit together. Are you drunk? I think some of these people are drunk. They get really defensive when you call them out about that, and then they start attacking you personally. But anyways, yeah, it's just, I noticed that, like, and people will gang up on you. People will gang up on you, and Like I'll see a notification. I'll be like, damn, they responded already. Like I don't want to like respond right now. So I'll just like close out the app and just go do other shit. Come back hours later and be like, oh yeah, that's right. Like I'll see the notification still there. I'm like, oh that's right. What do these people say? I won't even read that shit. I just see that they left a notification and I see a big giant fucking wall of text and I'm just like, I'm not reading that. And then I'll come back hours later and like skim for the buzzwords, the repetitive buzzwords that they constantly use. The stuff that they use every time. Everybody uses it, like certain like they'll dig through your Instagram, they'll dig through your YouTube or your tweets and they'll look for personal stuff to, insult you with, and it's just like if that stuff bothered me, if I was embarrassed by that, I'd make my account private. I wouldn't post any pictures publicly or videos. Like, I don't give a fuck, and everything you're saying is just so tired. It's so worn out. Oh, you collect toys still. It's like, okay, well, they're basically like anime figures. And I don't play with them. Toys, you play with toys. I don't play with them. I collect them. I mean, adults collect things to display. Some people like model ships, model cars, posters. I'm drawing blanks here, but like people like to collect a lot of things, and yeah, I like to collect like cool figures and shit. I don't play with them, you fucking idiot. If I was embarrassed of that, I wouldn't make that stuff public. And of course, the first thing they go towards is, oh, you live in Japan. Weeaboo. Oh, you have yellow fever. Oh, you must be an incel. And of course, these people are either have anonymous accounts, you don't know what they look like or who they are, and they're talking so much shit, or they're like incredibly fucking ugly and they have no room to talk. Like, I have some people like that recently, like they have no room talking about the way I look or the life that I live. Like, maybe you need to look in the mirror, bud. It's just absurd. But yeah, like I'll come back like hours later and say, oh man, they're using the same old buzzwords, and I'll leave a response, and then literally within a minute, they're right back on it. I'm like, are you just waiting on here? Do you just spend all your time on here? I know there's like push notifications, but fuck, dude, are you just like that eager to jump on here and just like have a go again? And the thing they don't understand is they think they're upsetting me. And in reality, they're not. Because a lot of times they're using lots of profanity and insult, like personal insults that are irrelevant to whatever the argument is about. And I'm just sitting here like calmly, like, like, yeah. It's kind of amusing at first, like, oh man, it's so easy. And then after a while it gets really boring, but I have this like bad habit of needing to have the last word. And, people just don't know when to quit. Honestly, I just wish they'd go away. It's like, I can't help myself. I can't help myself but to respond. But I'm not going to respond immediately as soon as they respond, because if I did that, then it would just be nonstop all day, every single minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, new giant blocks of text of just nonsense. If I responded as fast as they respond, it would just never end. It would never end, and it would just keep repeating itself over and over, the same tired bullshit. And what they don't realize is I'm setting the pace for them. It's like they're children and they're following my lead. Like, I come back hours later and they're on it. They're on it. Like, are you not doing anything else? You're so available. You're so readily available with a quick retort. And it's never anything intelligent, or even legible. It's just like, what the hell are you even talking about? And the other thing is, like, they'd be like, oh, you're wasting your time. What a loser. Wasting your time arguing with people. You're arguing with me. You're spending at least an equal amount of time as me doing this. if not more, because your messages are usually a lot longer than mine and more angry. And then you see they leave multiple comments. They leave multiple comments. Like they'll leave a long ass wall of text, and of course you haven't had a chance to respond to it yet. And then like 10 minutes later, you'll see another notification, another wall of text. Like, you're not done. You did it take you like 10 minutes to write another message, or did you come back 10 minutes later and quickly start spewing out more garbage? I don't know. Now that brings me to my other point. They're like, you're wasting your time. You have no life, and it's like, I leave my message, and then I come back hours later and check up on stuff and be like, oh, okay, yeah. Reply to various different people, and they act like it takes like 10 minutes to write a comment. It really doesn't. I should say type. It doesn't. It doesn't. Especially if you're doing it on your computer. I mean, on my phone I can do it pretty fast, but obviously with like a swipe keyboard, you kind of make mistakes a lot and you have to backspace. So, but on the keyboard on my computer, come on. Like, you really think it takes that much time? I don't need that much time to type something, and I certainly don't need that much time to school your ass. Like, I really don't. Really don't. The best part is they make fun of the stuff you post, but their stuff's private and you can't look at their pictures or videos. You can't. They don't have a proper profile picture. They got some like fucking anime profile picture or meme thing, and their accounts are private. But they'll make fun of what you have. It's like, well, at least I'm not embarrassed to show what I got. And apparently you're so ashamed of yourself that you made your shit private. So, I'm just saying. Just saying. So, let's talk about something that's, I guess, a little more positive. Still playing Ghost of Tsushima. I got a long way to go on that. I'm still at the beginning of Act 2. I don't know how many acts there are, but I'm still at the beginning of Act 2. Got a long way to go. It's starting to get really exciting now. And I recently finished Detroit Become Human for the second time. I beat it once. I was waiting for that. I beat it once. I'm waiting for another one. That is the difficulty of doing these videos when you're drinking. Anyways, I beat the game for the first time 2 years ago, and it was like one of the best games I ever played. And then I decided to play it again, and not make drastically different choices. Like, I'm not trying to make the opposite choices. I'm just trying to improve on the mistakes that I made the first time, and try to have more of a happy ending. Because the ending I had was sort of bittersweet, and there was some really sad stuff. And this time, I was trying to make it more of a positive ending. And, mixed results. Actually, you know what? I think this playthrough might have been more sad, actually. In some ways, it had a happier ending for certain characters, because there's multiple different main characters and their fates are tied to your decisions. So some characters had a happier ending in that they actually survived the playthrough. They didn't fucking die permanently. And other characters actually died and they didn't die the first time, so it was more sad. Like the first time around, like, okay, spoiler alert. You can leave the video if you don't want any spoilers for this game. I'm going to give some spoilers here for 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the first playthrough, the main android, Connor, never died. He had a perfect playthrough. Detective Hank never died. He's a human detective, never died. I didn't even know he can die. But in my second playthrough, towards the end of the game, I made a vital mistake because I was drunk and I pressed the wrong button. I confused X and circle. I pressed the wrong button, and he got shot and killed. And it changed the story. It changed the ending. I was like, holy fuck. I really got pissed off about that. The main android Connor, I think he died like 2 or 3 times, but he kept coming back because they would implant his memories from his like motherboard. They would implant his memories into a clone model Connor like android model, so it would look just like him, and it would have his like memories. So it's basically like he's reborn, but he's like it's like a different body, but it's exactly the same, and it has the same memories. So he remembers everybody he's talked to, who everybody is, and all the things he's done and said. Um, and in the first playthrough, there's that Kara android, and she's taking care of the little girl, and she has like an abusive single father who does drugs and alcohol and shit like that. And the first game, she shoots him and kills him, and she's on the run. And by the end of the game, both her and the little girl get shot by the military because it turns out they're both androids. But this time around, I was able to learn from the mistakes. Did not kill the abusive father, and he ended up like running into us in the checkpoint when we were trying to get into Canada and sneak into Canada and escape America. That's ironic. Um, yeah, and he actually didn't turn us in. He felt so guilty, and he broke down into emotions, because he got that android girl to replace the daughter that he lost, because like his wife left him and took his daughter, so he got that android, and she thought she was a real human girl. I guess because he like took off the chip thing to make her look human. Yeah, and Kara ended up dying to sacrifice because I made some mistakes towards the end, and she ended up sacrificing herself to save the girl. So as far as they didn't really show if Kara died, but I'm pretty sure she did. But the little girl survived. Connor survived. I believe Marcus survived. How can I not remember? Yeah, Marcus, Connor, the little girl. But Kara died again. Luther died again. I think he died the first time. Actually, I don't remember. I think he may have survived. But this time he definitely died. He definitely died this time. He got shot. I'm trying to remember. But anyways, I'll play the game again. I'll take a break from it for several months and forget a lot of things. And instead of trying to improve again on a third playthrough, like third time's a charm, I want to see if I can make it to where everybody stays alive, everybody has a happy ending. Instead, I'm going to completely on purpose like make the worst decisions. I'm gonna make the most negative, horrible decisions that I know are horrible, and see what happens. I want a completely different playthrough. I don't want just a different ending. I want to, because for a lot of it I would complain and say like, well, a lot of this is very similar, and that's because I was making the same choices that worked before, and then tweaking the choices that were bad and making better choices. So there was some differences, but not enough to where it was like a drastically different playthrough. But getting towards the end, that's where all the little changes that I made on the second playthrough really started to show. The overall story changed, and by the end, I was like, all right, this was definitely worth a second playthrough, and now I want to play it for a third time, and that time I won't complain and say, oh, it's just the same thing with a little minor differences. Like, you gotta play it over and over again and try new things out. Very subtle thing. There's a lot of little subtle things you might not notice first couple playthroughs. And there's another game that I played that's from the same company who made Detroit, called Heavy Rain. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's pretty old. Came out in 2010, and I played that on PS3 10 years ago. I played it, beat it once. So it's been 10 years. I remember the basic premise of the story. I remember the ending, but it's one of those open-ended games, like lots of different endings. I think though it probably has, like, the characters all have the same motives and the same actions, but how you respond to it can change the story itself. Yeah. It's like one of those like murder mystery type things. Without spoiling too much, it's one of those like murder mystery type who done it. Like, your choices and your play style each time is not going to change who the bad guy is. So if you play it once and you play it again, it's spoiled. You already know who the bad guy is when you meet him. You'd be like, ah, that's the bad guy. He did it. You already know. But the different choices you make might change how people react around you or how certain events unfold. So yeah, I'm interested in playing Heavy Rain again. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in me live streaming. I'm gonna do it anyway, but I'll probably wait to do it, and I don't know, just wait a while. But like, if people are interested in seeing it now, then I'll do it much sooner. So yeah, I'm doing Ghost of Tsushima, and gonna do Heavy Rain eventually. And got back into Sims after like a couple months. Took a break from that. I need to get back into Watch Dogs, because that's a game I've had since 2014. I never finished it. And they already have Watch Dogs 2, and I got that for free recently from Ubisoft, the PC version. They gave it away to a bunch of people. And Watch Dogs Legion comes out like later this year or maybe next year for the next gen consoles. What else? Oh yeah. If you don't know, got a Nintendo Switch a couple weeks ago, and I've done, I think, 3 or 4 Animal Crossing streams. Those have been very successful. Very successful. Got a decent amount of subs from that. Pretty good amount of subs from that. It's amazing. And I've done like 3, I think, Pokemon Shield playthroughs or streams. Technically, it's all one big playthrough. Put that back in the dock. Yeah, but after this stream, I'll be playing Pokemon Shield because I haven't played that in like 9 days. So I tried out Stardew Valley. It's very difficult because I got stuck in a certain area and I didn't know how to play. And so it'd be nice. Maybe I should look up some guides or something. But it would be nice to have people in the chat. I know, like, a lot of times I'll put in a game title, no spoilers, no backseat gaming. And for the most part, that's true. I don't like spoilers. Nobody does. But also, I don't like people telling me how to play a game. Like, what to do. Like, oh, you should do that. Or you should choose that character. Or you should choose that weapon. Or you should make that choice. Like, I don't like that. Like, I want to play it the way I want to experience it. But if I say, like, I'm stuck, I don't know how to do this, and at that point people can help, because, like, I don't want it to be boring where I'm stuck somewhere and I don't know where to go and I'm just in the same spot, just like lost. So at that point, if I ask for help, then yeah, it's totally cool. Then can you play Breath of the Wild? I've never been like a Zelda fan. I was in the store and I had Breath of the Wild in my hand, and I could have got it used, like the physical game, and I almost did, but I didn't. Instead, I got like Pokemon Shield, and I got Stardew Valley. Yeah, what I did was I got Pokemon Shield, and I got like a $30 digital gift card. So I don't know. Yeah, eventually I'll get around to Breath of the Wild. Eventually. But seeing that I was never like a huge Zelda fan, that's really understating it, because I've never completed a full game. I've played some of them. Like, you have like cousins or friends that have it. I never owned any of the games myself. But yeah, like, I can see myself playing it. It looks really nice. And maybe it's a different type of Zelda game. Maybe it's different from the other ones. It looks a lot different from the Zeldas that I remember seeing as a kid. I'm not really up to date on Zelda or anything like that. I don't really know that much about it. Yeah. Damn, I need to get cracking on these. What's next? Gin and tonic. These are still cold. Okay, that's good. Let's try a gin and tonic. And after this stream, I will do Pokemon Shield. I don't know, like, I want to get back into The Sims 4. So I did that like a couple days ago. I still gotta do more Ghost of Tsushima. Animal Crossing seems to get me the most subscribers. Like, it seems like Animal Crossing gets me a big boost in subs and a really good amount of watch time. But the most watch time I got recently was from one Pokemon Shield live stream got me a really good amount of watch time. It got me more watch time than the 3 individual Animal Crossing streams. However, overall, if you put together the 3 Pokemon streams I did and the 3 Animal Crossing streams, it's still more watch time total for Animal Crossing and way more sub growth. So clearly Animal Crossing seems to be more popular right now, which is surprising. I never really knew anything about Animal Crossing until a few months ago. I didn't realize how popular it would be. Anyways, here's the gin and tonic. Never had gin and tonic. Never had gin. So this one's 5%. It's not bad. Oh. It's not bad. That's all you're gonna get at me, though. I'm not gonna fucking professionally review this shit. Yeah, I got a comment. Cause like I made a video where I drink. I tried out this Early Times Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey, and silly me, I put first time taste test or first time review or something, and I put review in the title, so I guess maybe that's misleading. Because I didn't really review it. And I say this all the time in the past videos, but I'm not good at this review shit. I'm not really going to say any, like, smart, fucking, like, pretentious sounding stuff. I don't know about earthy tones and oak and whatever. I don't fucking know any of that stuff. I don't care. So, somebody made a comment on like a video from months ago from like Ballantine's Scotch whiskey, blended Scotch whiskey, and they were like, "Oh, you're not supposed to put ice in the drink. You're diluting it. You're not a real whiskey drinker." And I responded to that during the video. I responded to the comment. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Let's pull up the comments. Okay. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's like Ballantine's is one of the lightest scotch. You're diluting it with ice. It's so wrong, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing because he's using bad grammar and just really bad English. He's like, you are not a whiskey drinker. It's like, well, I am because I got lots of videos showing me drinking whiskey. What he means to say is I'm not doing it right, which basically means he's a gatekeeping dickhead. Yeah, so then I talked about it, and I defended. I was like, hey, that's fucking ridiculous. Of course I'm a whiskey drinker, and what do you mean don't drink it with ice? I've asked plenty of people about this, because I'm not as experienced with this stuff. So I asked plenty of experienced people, and they're like, well, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. You can drink ice with your bourbon. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's some idiot. But yeah, this guy commented, John Convery, he was like, that was probably one of the worst videos I've ever seen. Saying, that tastes good doesn't actually tell you how it tastes. Well, you know what, John? If you came to my video and you clicked on my fucking thumbnail, you saw some fucking bearded white dude with a green screen, and he's holding up a bottle of really cheap whiskey. This is very cheap whiskey. It's like fucking, I don't know, less than $10. Maybe $8. I don't fucking know. It's very cheap whiskey. If you clicked on this video and you actually expected quality, that's on you. And also, it's a very cheap bottle of whiskey. Go fucking buy it yourself. Like, do you really need like the internet to tell you what to drink? Go fucking figure it out for yourself. All right? It's I don't know. Just it really annoyed me. He's like, doesn't actually tell you how it tastes. So go drink it your fucking self. It's not that expensive. Otherwise, you may as well not watch the video and drink it yourself. Exactly. So go do that. Also, the rest of the video was you just complaining about an insignificant comment. Wasn't really complaining about the comment. I was more of like addressing it because I thought it was humorous and kind of dumb. So I was like, hey, that's something dumb to talk about. Really, it was just something for me to talk about, honestly. It's just another topic to eat up time. And guess what? The dumbass fucking watched it. Because he complained. He clearly watched the entire 10-minute video because he bitched about how the rest of the video. So clearly he watched the entire video and then decided to bitch about it. It's like, you could have just clicked off at any time. You didn't like the first half of the video, so you didn't have to watch the entire 10 minutes. So he's like, yeah, you're complaining about an insignificant comment you got months ago. It wasn't months ago. The guy clearly needs to clean the earwax out of his ears because it wasn't months ago. I said the comment was made the day before I made that video on a video from months ago. The comment was made recently. It's a new comment that was made recently on a video that I did months ago. Huge difference there. It's not a comment that I got months ago and I let it stew and I'm so angry about it and I'm finally responding to it. No, it's a video that I did months ago and I don't even remember what I said in the video. That's the funny part. I don't remember. But apparently the person's angry about the way that I drank the whiskey with ice. And I addressed it because I thought it was humorous that some idiot was like, "You're not drinking it right." So yeah. And then he says, it's all right to just mention it. Just don't take up most of the video complaining, though. And then I responded with, if you actually listened, I said the comment was made a day ago on a video from months ago. Glad I wasted your time, dickbag. He didn't respond. Of course he didn't. They never do. Whenever someone leaves a nasty comment, most of the time, like 99% of the comments are positive. It's very rare that I get a nasty comment. I wouldn't say it's a nasty comment. It's just sort of like a dickhead comment. It doesn't really do anything for me in a positive way. It's just sort of something that's like, okay, go away. You're not doing anything for me. This literally does nothing for me. So yeah, not complaining. Addressing it because I'd like to see what other people have to say about it, honestly. Alright, let's try this Cassius Orange. These are all 3%, except the gin and tonic, that's 5%. So these are all 350 milliliter cans, 3%, so I don't know, I'm not really feeling anything. I got Smirnoff, got half a bottle of Smirnoff, got less than half a bottle of whiskey, maybe about 1/4, and I got another smaller bottle of like grape Smirnoff. I got 500 milliliter can of Kirin Ichiban Shibori, very good beer, and a smaller can like this size of Sapporo Black Label beer. And I got this one beer, but I'm gonna save that for another day. I'm gonna save all this for another day. I think I'm just gonna drink these tonight. Maybe I might drink that Smirnoff. I don't know. But I have another one that's like from Kirin. It's just it's an autumn flavor. I don't know what the fuck that means. It's Aki Aji. It means like autumn taste. It's basically a seasonal beer for the fall. It's got like some like fall colors, like orange and red and yellow. It's got like the leaves, like the falling leaves that change colors. Yeah, it's I haven't tried it yet, but I'll try it. So let's try out this Cassius Orange. All right, I'm feeling a little something here. Very nice. Ooh, I like that one. So far, I like this one the most, the Cassius Orange. I knew I would. Ah. It's good stuff. It's very good stuff. Very good stuff. back to more positive stuff. I started off the video with like negative stuff, then back to positive, then back to negative. Now I'm gonna try to end this stream on something positive, and then move over to Pokemon Shield stream. I don't know, like I haven't played that game in like 9 days, so I feel like I should. I don't know, because it's late at night. It's almost 2 a.m. and I don't want to wake up my neighbors. If I play something like Ghost of Tsushima or something like heavily action oriented, I might like overreact to it and make too much noise and piss people off. Whereas something like Animal Crossing, Pokemon Shield, Stardew Valley, Sims, I can play this stuff and just sort of chill and get drunk. If I get drunk and I'm playing like Ghost of Tsushima, I'll probably start yelling and stuff like that, freaking out. I'd be like, that's badass, holy shit. But yeah. Wonder what games. I don't really have a schedule for what games like I'm gonna play, like when I'm gonna play them. It's just sort of I try to schedule in advance, like at least 12 hours in advance. I'll try to pick a game, but it's always subject to change. And if I do change it, I'll just say something about it on Discord, and no one will respond. Discord's dead. It's dead. It really, really is. Okay, what do we got here? We got this peach and mango and orange. I feel weird, like, going from can to can to can. I feel like I need to, like, drink water in between these. You know what I mean? Like, you just go from all these different flavors, and you feel like you're just sort of mixing them around. Oh, that was a weird sound. Let's try out peach and mango and orange. Cool. That's really good. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop putting review in the title of these things. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna leave it in there. It helps out with the search results. People type in like review. I'm gonna leave review in the title and in the tags. And I'm gonna keep saying, this is pretty good. I like this. Just to piss off anybody else. And that's the only person that's ever complained about that. And I've complained about it way before that person. I've complained about it so many times. I say like, I'll say it during the video. I'll be like, man, I don't really know what to say. Sometimes, like, the best I can do, I can be like, oh man, that really is really strong. Or, oh man, that's really bitter. Or it has a weird aftertaste. Or, oh, that really burns the nose. Or, oh, that's really smooth. That's really easy to drink. Yeah, stuff like that. Or, oh, this grape chew high tastes like cough syrup, you know. It tastes like shit. Or like, oh, I like this salty lemon chew high. It's very salty. It's very lemony. That's the best I can do, honestly. Yeah. Maybe I should put in the title. Maybe I should put in the title in big bold letters. Not a professional reviewer. Let's lower your expectations. You see a guy with a thumbnail like this. You see a guy with a thumbnail like that, don't expect much. That's on you. Don't blame me. Don't bitch at me. That is so on you if you are like upset about the low quality video that you clicked on. And most people don't complain, but if anyone else ever complains again, I was only going to do this stream for like an hour at the most. I didn't realize how long it would take me to get through 6 of these. Probably would have got through it faster if I didn't talk so much, but honestly, that was the whole plan anyway. I didn't want to just sit there and go, oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. And have like a 5-minute stream. I wanted to sort of just like talk about whatever came to mind. Alright, let's try out Salty Dog. Never had Salty Dog. I don't even know what the fuck Salty Dog is. I have no idea. Let's look it up. Doesn't sound very appealing. Why the hell would I want to drink a dog that's salty? It's a cocktail of gin or vodka and grapefruit juice. I don't like grapefruit juice. Served in a highball glass with a salted rim. The salt is the only difference between a salty dog and a greyhound. What the fuck's a greyhound? Vodka may be used as a substitute for gin. Nevertheless, it is historically a gin drink. Vodka or gin, grapefruit juice. Shake vodka or gin and grapefruit juice in a cocktail shaker. Strain into a salt rim highball glass. Straight up without ice. Salted glass. Alright. The hell's a Moscow Mule and a Sea Breeze and a Paloma, Fuzzy Navel, Kamikaze, Spumoni Cocktail. I'm just looking at all these other ones. Pfft, I don't fucking know. Anyways, let's crack this sumbitch open. And end the stream off right. Thanks for joining it. And hopefully I will see you in a few minutes over on my Pokemon Shield stream. I'll probably stream for maybe 2 or 3 hours. Just whatever I feel like. I gotta turn the fan off. I gotta turn this fan off so it doesn't blow the green screen around. Make lots of fan noise in the microphone. And it's really hot as hell in Japan. It's so hot. It's really hot. It's really hard during the summer to do lengthy streams. It really is. Right now I feel okay, but I feel like during the Pokemon stream I'm definitely gonna start feeling it. It's gonna be Swamp City in my ass crack and ball sack. I'm gonna smell like a fucking old folks. Alright. I've been watching this show called Hoops on Netflix. It's a new show. I'm only on like episode 4 or 5. They only have 1 season. It's like 10 episodes. It's fucking hilarious. And it's set in Kentucky, which is where I'm from. And it's just so fucking hilarious. I get the references. It's the inside jokes. Yeah, he's like a washed up like high school basketball coach, and he's like a drunk, and he's like uses tons of profanity all the time. It's great. It's hilarious. Good stuff. It has a similar animation style to other cartoons that I've seen on Netflix that are very edgy adult humor. So I'm wondering who it's made by and which show I'm thinking of that is similar in animation style to. I don't know. Anyway, here's the Salty Dog. Not really a fan of grapefruit juice. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of grapefruit juice. So, I don't know. It's got the lowest amount of calories out of all these cans. 28 calories per 100 milliliters in this 350 milliliter can. This has got the lowest calories per can. See, this Cassius Orange 34 per serving. Orange Mango Peach 38 per serving. This is per 100 milliliters. Now, of course, it's 350 milliliters total. 43 for the Screwdriver. Grape Chardonnay is 40. And the gin and tonic is 5%, and that's 44 calories per serving. So yeah, the Salty Dog, for some reason, I don't know why, it's the lowest amount. It's the only one that goes below 30. But it's, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of grapefruit. Like I can't eat a grapefruit, but like Got like a hair in my mouth. I don't know what the fuck that is. I can't eat a grapefruit, not at all. But like in terms of like juice, like it's mixed with like gin and salt. I guess it's okay. I can handle it. But this is not something that I will ever buy again. Probably never drink it again. For a first time, for trying it out, it's fine, but it's not going to be my thing. My thing would have to be the Cassius orange, of course. Peach mango and orange. Love screwdriver, of course. I think homemade screwdrivers are better. Grape Chardonnay, it's good, but it's not as good as the other ones I listed before. The gin and tonic, I don't know. I've only had this once, so I don't really have a good opinion of this one yet. A little bit of a bitter aftertaste, so not really into that. So out of the 6 cans, I'd say 1, 2, 3 really strong cans and 1 decent. It certainly beats the other, like, it certainly beats the grape chew highs that taste like cough syrup. This doesn't taste like cough syrup. So we'll give 4 thumbs up and then 2 thumbs down. So 4 out of the 6 cans were get a passing grade. And but if I had to pick one I mean, if it's homemade, I'd have to go with screwdriver maybe. So it's like vodka and orange juice. But in terms of these cans, I have to go with Cassius orange. Like that. Okay. So, it's 2 a.m. Saturday. No, it's not Saturday. It's September. September 1st. Tuesday. Maybe for 2 or 3 hours, I will play some Pokemon Shield. Yeah, play some Pokemon Shield. It's a very relaxed, laid-back game. And hopefully I will see you there in a few minutes. I already have it set up too, so it should be very easy to get into. It used to be if I did multiple streams, like different games, because I like to separate my game streams. If I do one game, that has to be its own stream. And if I switch to a different game, I have to make a separate stream. Because I have to put them in their own playlists. I don't want to have 2 different games on the same stream. Same way with I'm doing just this talking and drinking out. That's going to be its own stream. But it used to be like it would take me like several minutes to set up a brand new stream, and I would say, hey guys, don't go anywhere, I'll be back in a few minutes. And it would take me longer than I think because I have to do a lot of typey, clicky, bunch of other bullshit and set it up. But I set up both of these streams many hours ago, so all I have to do is end this stream and then click on the schedule and pull up the already made stream and just click go live. But of course, I'll probably take a couple minutes anyway, just to sort of decompress, you know. Maybe turn on the fan for a couple minutes and air up my balls. Fuck. Yeah. So, I finished the first Pokemon gym on the last stream. And I put in the title second gym, but I don't actually know if I'm going to get to the second gym or not. If I do, I do, and if I don't, then I'll just change the name of the video later. If I don't actually make it to the second gym. Yep, that's all I got to say. So, if you want to see when I'm going to go live, like what day, what time, what kind of live stream I'm going to do, then go check out my Discord, join that. And also I post links to videos that I have scheduled so you know ahead of time, because YouTube doesn't really give you notifications about scheduled videos. You sort of have to check on my page to sort of see a scheduled video. It's kind of annoying. So definitely check the Discord so you can get early access to knowledge. You're not going to get early access to see the video, but you're going to get a link so you can get early access so you can know when there's like a countdown on there, like a timer. Yeah. Follow my Instagram. I just put like 3 sets of cool new pics. I'm working on a very long video. Got over an hour worth of 4K footage from Nokonoshima Island. It was a very fun trip that I took like 2 weeks ago. And of course, because it's 4K and I have an older computer and older editing software, it takes a long time to edit that shit because it's very laggy and crashes a lot. Well, lately it hasn't been crashing, but it is, and it hasn't been that slow either. But it will take forever to fucking render. 4K takes forever to render and upload to YouTube. Forever for the editing software to render it, and forever for it to upload to YouTube. Over an hour worth of 4K footage, and naturally, there's no way I can render an hour-long video or even upload that. That would crash shit. So I'm cutting as much as I can. I have a lot of filler footage of the island that I don't need. I just need to put in the main stuff. I'm not good at cutting stuff. Like, I tend to keep too much filler in, too much stuff that I think is interesting, and maybe other people are like, oh, this is boring. There's not enough action going on. You need to skip to the good parts and cut out the filler. I tend to leave too much filler in. I need to be more strict on, like, okay, this entire fucking clip, this is like, I know this is like a giant 3-minute clip, but cut it all because it's boring. I need to learn how to be more disciplined with that and be more harsh on myself with that. And I am. I got it down from over an hour down to 45 minutes so far. That takes a lot of time to cut out 15 minutes of that. It's a lot. But I want to get it down to maybe, this is going to sound fucking crazy, but 10, 15 minutes. An hour worth of footage down to 10 or 15 minutes of 4K island video. I think I can do it. And I also recently, a few days ago, went to Saga Prefecture, which is the neighboring prefecture next to Fukuoka. I went to Saga for the first time and saw a lot of cool stuff. And I guarantee you that I have at least an hour of 4K footage there too. And hopefully the experience I get from finally being more critical on myself in terms of what I need to just cut out, all the bullshit. Hopefully when I get to the editing of the Saga vlog, I will be more willing to cut stuff a lot quicker instead of sort of beating around the bush and be like, I can keep that in. No, just get rid of the boring shit. Yeah. So, got a couple of big vlogs in the works. Got a bunch of karaoke videos that I forgot about from weeks ago. I'm going to put those up. I got like 9 or 10 different karaoke videos. Like me covering some cool heavy metal songs or hard rock songs. You know, like Metallica and Megadeth, fucking Pantera, Guns N' Roses, and other like modern metal bands that you might not even know about. Yeah. But yeah, I don't really know if there's anything else to say. So, thanks for checking out this stream. And if you can't make it to the gaming stream, thanks for at least checking this one out. That's nice. But yeah, hopefully you'll stick around for a few minutes and we can get this show on the road with some Nintendo Switch. So, cheers.